can take it no more. He's been tired now. Yeah, 'cause the past is a lie. Visions fade now. So you try. Don't hold out. Been passing on by. You were born in the mold of the storm. We stand ready. Have a hand, bring it on home. Gun prayed for the levy. Hold it all in, 'cause I can take it no more. We stand ready. Have a hand, bring it on home. Gun prayed for the levy. Hold it all in, 'cause I can take it no more. No! We stand ready. Have a hand, bring it on home. Done prayed for the levy to hold it all in, 'cause I can take it no more. We stand ready. Have a hand, bring it on home. Done prayed for the levy to hold it all in, 'cause I can take it no more. I can take it no more. I can take it no more.
Welcome to the Setlist. My name is Paul. I'm here with New Reveille. How you doing, guys?
Great.
Great job earlier today, guys. Great job. I want to start it off by finding out what New Reveille means. Where did you guys come up with that name? George?
I'm going to pass that one to Daniel. over here.
Daniel there?
The name came from my grandfather. He used to play Reveille out on the porch first thing in the morning, sort of aggravate all of his neighbors, wake them up. He was always a patriot. And I don't know, I just sort of pay homage to him, you know, and the fact that a lot of the, say sort of the spirit behind some of the music, you know, kind of where I was coming from at first, came from him, and I kind of wanted to pay homage to you know, family and heritage, and so really that's where it came. I guess if you look at what it means, I guess Reveille is like the song they use to wake Marines, you know, in the morning.
Okay.
So new
That's what
Reveille.
it- that's what
like
it
a
used
new
for,
awakening, I guess, if you wanted to break it down to it.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna, you know.
You guys should just open up every time with just a little
Oh, yeah.
Reveille. Just
Yeah.
to,
Well, I
everybody.
got the bugle.
Do you?
Yeah, but I can't play anything.
Okay. So why did everybody decide to come together? What was the foundation principle behind this group?
I think, like Daniel said, it definitely started as a homage to your grandfather. I feel like a journey you started alone, and we've all, like, as you've gone town to town, you've found these like strangers to go on the journey with you.
Yeah.
In a very weird way. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's really kind of a studio project at first, and kind of a bedroom producer project, and had session musicians, friends play on it, and one by one, all these folks sort of joined up. Amy and I had met on Craigslist, actually. It was one of the few Craigslist success stories. And
Positive PR, Craigslist is one.
yeah.
And then they went on to play music together.
But yeah, so that's where it started. You know, I kind of heard Amy's voice, blown away by her demo, started writing tunes for her voice, and Autumn and Kaitlyn kind of came in as session players initially, and a band kind of formed in a sort of reverse engineered way. We made a record, a music video, before we ever actually got together in real life. So I guess it's unusual in that sense.
So what Craigslist category did you use to meet? What was it? Is it misconnections?
You know, I'd been down that path before and I never had luck, so it was kind of a crazy whim, you know. So she heard some stuff I had posted, and to my surprise, you know, liked it and was like, hey, let's get together and do some music, and we did, and it's kind of where it all came from.
And so now when somebody's listening to your music for the first time, what kind of impression do you want to get? What kind of first impression do you want?
I don't know, maybe if, like, I know for you there's some lyrics that you connect to. I don't know. For me, musically, I like people to see just the unique instrumentation. And I know we get a hard time sometimes, the sheer size of our group, but I think the size of the group gives us an edge, just vocal harmony, just the musical arrangements that playing in other projects I don't have the opportunity to do. But I really appreciate that and want people to take from that when they listen. Yeah.
And so, what would you feel like the most important feeling you want to get across when somebody's visiting you at a show?
I think it depends on the song, quite
Really?
possibly, yeah. We have some songs that are kind of more energetic and I guess I feel like more in your face and kind of more, I guess just not upbeat, but Daniel wrote all the songs, well, and George as well, and they all kind of give a different feel. Like Miracle, I feel like it's a really heartfelt song about a person that he knew, and so they're all just very different. Yeah, some are more soft, more engaging. I feel like.
Casey, what would you say was which song would you say best describes your last date?
Best describes my last what?
Your last date.
Was,
Date?
Yeah.
let's see. That's awkward.
Which song would you
We're
use?
going this one together. Heavy Hands.
Oh my
Heavy
God.
That's perfect.
You asked.
Excellent.
Well, Miracle then.
That's good. That's good. I like that one.
When she came to this world, a new light shone across you. The love that would endure. Oh, but how it cost you. They said, hey, is it worth it? Hey, is it worth it? And oh, that little girl you brought to this world a miracle. Early autumn leaves, soon it will be over. Though it wasn't supposed to be, but she would go before you. Hey, was it worth it? Hey, was it worth it? Oh, that little girl, she came to this world a miracle. She said, don't come undone. Promise when I'm gone to give my love. And I hope
What is your defining factor? Like, what makes you stand out as a band, as a group? Oh, give this to Ryan. Ryan, what you got for us?
Jesus. I don't know, man. I think like that New Reveille goes from kind of extremes, like the lower, slow songs are ultra depressing and sad, and just being honest. And the more upbeat, high, like faster songs are much more energetic and really get you moving. And I don't know. I don't think we have any kind of middle ground. We kind of go like high or low, basically every song. Which is good. There's no kind of just buffer filler music that we do.
I think it makes for a great show. It makes for a great live show. People of all ages and all, whatever kind of music they like, they can come to a New Reveille show, and they can ultimately, at least with one or two songs, they can get what they came to a show for, and maybe we're filled with surprises along the way.
I feel like we also have this sense of like maturity to our music that it's interesting because we kind of all just came together, and it's like this jargon of all these musicians from around the area. And then like we're fronted by her, who is, she's just like, she came out of nowhere, and she's just has these amazing, powerful vocals, and that's how I feel about it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, you do belt it out, Amy. I think anyone that watches you guys can see that. Is there any other point in your life where you actually belt it out? You're driving, getting frustrated in traffic and yelling at somebody?
Definitely.
And like the key of G?
Definitely. My kids. Definitely caught the full brunt of my...
Excellent. Well, what would you tell your 5-year-old self about music? How would you explain your relationship with music?
Well, I think music is one of those things that it soothes the soul. It's almost like medicine. It can be, what you need at that time. It reaches all types, all genres. It's one of those universal type things. So definitely, I would tell my younger self to pursue that with all gusto, and I would definitely get some vocal lessons.
That's a funny little story, though, is that, I hope it's okay to say this. Like, Amy had never sang before New Reveille in public, never performed. I think you would sing at church and stuff like that, but some members of her immediate family didn't even know she sang, so they saw her Babylon music video, they were like, what? That's not you. But, so, I don't know, I guess it's been an outlet for all of us like that.
Well, George, do you remember your first introduction to music?
Music, wow.
What brought you into that fold?
For guitar, I guess, like as wanting to be a musician, 8th grade, we had a teacher come in, offer guitar lessons that would get you out of class for 30 minutes. So me and 2 buddies said, we absolutely want to get out of math, so let's take classical guitar lessons. And thank God she would not let me play left-handed, because it's very hard to find a left-handed guitar. But ended up loving it, and played a couple of shows in middle school doing that were god awful, but so much fun, and just been a roller coaster from there, in a good way. Yeah.
So George, excellent musician. Cannot tell you how many guitars he has. He's gonna skip math.
At least one of those.
Sorry, that was a bad joke.
Thanks for reminding me, I need to get those back.
And he can't tell you where his are, because we have all of them.
Excellent. Awesome. And so, have you guys had family come see this show?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And what was their reaction when they saw you for the first time?
My mom hates country music, so she left actually.
No way.
No, she stayed.
She's really into gangsta rap.
She is, yeah. Kanye is not gangster.
No, not at all. Anyone else?
My mom loves it. She thinks it's great, yeah. I mean, I think I've seen like pretty much everyone's parents.
Our families are really into it and very
They're like
supportive.
super into it, yeah.
That's one thing that's different about this band, is unique, I think, in general, is that it kind of crosses, generational divides. We've had people, at our shows who are early 20s, and we've had people in their early 70s, move into our music. And it's the first band I've ever played in that my parents actually liked, I think.
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of cool about our music, that it can cross generation.
Finally bonding with our fathers, it's great.
It's like it's the first time it's occurred to him that, hey, you understand with this music thing. But
My parents are finally happy, I know, because I grew up playing metal, so and they hated that. They're always like, they're from like Johnston County, that's like the south in North Carolina, and so like Merle Fest is like heaven in their eyes. So it's like,
You made it.
Yeah. So now that I'm playing, now that I'm playing this, they're
love
finally
country
excited to come to a show. They can come to a show and not be worried about being like thrown into a mosh pit. So they're safe at
It's a
show.
valid concern.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's all I got. Thank you guys so much for being on today.
Thanks for having us, Paul. That's awesome.
You guys are great.
Thank you.
Cool.
Looks like you were wrong when you swore that we would have it all. Like it was you who laid the earth that I walked upon. But I recall we never had it all. And I recall our time in Babylon. At sundown, I see the embers still burning red. Yes, and I swear you won't take me there again. And I can see the rain, no fire left in you. And if this ever was, let it be you said we have it all. Cause I recall we never had it all. And we never could escape from you said we'd have it all. Cause I recall we never had it all. And we never could escape from
Thank you guys so much.